My God. What is this thing? Please don't let it fall off again. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Model Express channel. Today we're reviewing the Gundam Calibarn from Reverse Workshop. Let's get straight to the point before the detailed review. The conclusion is, absolutely do not buy it, it's a complete piece of junk. Reverse Workshop may seem like a new and relatively unknown brand, but it's actually the same company that previously released the very famous EZ-8 Kurofune company. Based on the quality of their previous EZ-8 products, I initially thought this one wouldn't have too many problems, but the actual review revealed a major disappointment. Next, we'll begin the formal review. I'll start by mentioning its strengths before thoroughly criticizing this poor product. First, the overall performance of the parts is quite good. The sharpness of the parts, the precision of the molds, and the control of surface watermarks are all at a high level. Especially the gradient effect parts using special casting processes, which feel like they're showing off their technological advantages. However, the texture of the transparent parts is still somewhat blurry, with a slightly matte finish. For the eyes, the green eyes are painted, which affects the assembly effect to some extent. Other highly saturated colors are done quite well. The sharpness of the red and yellow parts is also up to standard, not rough. The parts themselves also have a certain sense of weight. The frame is brown, not gray. Due to the lighting during the shooting, there is a slight color difference, but it's not a major issue with quality. The beam saber effect parts are made of hard plastic, and the surface is still matte, so the light transmission seems insufficient. In addition, the base parts have obvious shrinkage cavities and water pattern, and the casting control of the large parts is poor. The printing quality of the metal stickers is average, but considering the large quantity, it's estimated that not many will actually be used. The decals are of average quality, consisting only of some logo and line stickers. We recommend purchasing third-party decals. Assembly takes approximately 3.5 hours. Initial assembly went very smoothly, but as assembly progressed, more and more problems arose, a stark contrast to previous product experiences. The previous EZ-8 was a top-tier product, while this one is definitely at the bottom. First, the model as a whole has a sharpening issue. The sharpness of individual parts looks acceptable, but the problem becomes apparent during assembly. The overall design is too angular, lacking the rounded feel of the original Gundam Calibarn. Second, what's with those two huge dark circles around the eyes? Is this a panda version? Did Gundam Calibarn stay up all night and get those dark circles? Furthermore, the product comes with metal stickers, so why not include eye stickers? I'm not intentionally criticizing manufacturers of extreme customization models. They have the right to make whatever they want. Whether a player likes extreme customization designs is purely a matter of personal preference. However, if you completely change the design of the original character, even causing structural problems, it's completely unnecessary and counterproductive. This model performed quite well in strength tests. Even with vigorous shaking, no parts fell off or joints loosened, earning an overall strength rating of A. Unfortunately, the knee joint only has one bending joint, and the model's mold precision is flawed. The connection between the knee and lower leg uses a C-lock design. Although the manufacturer claims this is an original design, it's clearly a copy of Bandai's product. If they were to copy a good design, they copied the infamous C-lock design. Comparing the dimensions of the leg parts and the C-lock parts reveals that the already small leg joints should never use a C-lock design. A riveted structure would be a more suitable choice. This C-lock design is utterly absurd. White marks will inevitably appear after installing the C-lock. The absence of white marks indicates incorrect assembly. But does correct assembly guarantee stability? Of course not. Even slight shaking will cause the C-lock to fall off. This design is simply terrible. There's a hidden outward extending joint inside the hand, but I think it's best not to mention it. It's basically just a decorative shoulder armor piece. This part connects very tightly to the ball joint of the arm, but the connection to the body is extremely loose. As you can see in the video, this design is absolutely terrible. To show this more clearly, I reattached the arm and demonstrate it again. The old problem persists. It falls off with the slightest movement. There's no outward extending butterfly joint design at all. It's just a decorative outer armor piece. The thruster design on the back severely restricts the range of motion of the arms. My God, what is this thing? Please don't let it fall off again. The thrusters on both sides of the backpack obstruct normal arm movement. Due to the interference of the backpack thrusters, the arms cannot be raised or rotated backward at all. Don't tell me Bandai has the same problem. I asked my friends, and they also have the same Bandai and Gao Gao model, but their products don't have this problem. As for the weapon itself, the extreme modification isn't inherently problematic. The muzzle is secured by two parts on either side of the receiver, but these parts are slightly loose after assembly. The issue lies with the quadruple thruster at the back. It employs an inhumane double C-shaped locking design. Due to mold precision issues, the upper C-shaped locking element cannot be bent, and the material is extremely soft, making it difficult to apply too much force for fear of damaging it. Repeatedly handling it is maddening. This design is utterly inhumane. Furthermore, the manufacturer redesigned the connector for the GBRD convertible cane rifle. The problem is that the middle connector is extremely loose, and it's almost impossible to find a suitable angle to rotate the receiver to a forward-leaning position so that Gundam's hand can grip the weapon. If anyone has purchased this product and successfully achieved the forward-facing weapon pose, please share the tutorial before I throw it away. Rotating these weapon connectors is driving me crazy. I really want to have a serious argument with the manufacturer. What were they thinking when they designed such a bizarre structure? It's torture. As mentioned in the previous video, the two transparent effect parts of the beam saber are made of hard plastic. They make a crisp sound when dropped, but feel very brittle. Is the manufacturer really not worried about these two parts breaking? The beam saber hilt is located at the top of the backpack. Although it's inserted tightly, it's not impossible to pull out, but I really didn't dare to use force. The beam saber is installed by inserting two thin, long, soft plastic posts. The strength of these parts is really worrying. Another design flaw is that the groove inside the beam saber hilt is square, while the connection point of the effect parts is round. Once these two parts are inserted, they can't be pulled out, and I really don't want to try a second time. The two small blades of the thrusters on both sides of the backpack also have the same problem as Bandai products. They are inserted into the thrusters on the back and secured with clips, with some room to move back and forth, but no fixed point. They are simply stuck there and easily fall out. It can be said that they copied all of Bandai's shortcomings. The advantage is that they didn't completely copy them. This model also has a dedicated stand. Why use the word dedicated? Let's try it out and you'll understand. The insertion feels very comfortable, and the height of the model on the stand is also very good. Now let me explain why I call it dedicated. The connection hole at the crotch of the model is completely incompatible with the 3mm universal stand on the market. As you can see, using a universal stand makes it very wobbly and completely unable to secure the model. As viewers of my recent review videos know, I usually maintain a neutral stance on KO products, striving for objective evaluations and wording to avoid letting personal preferences influence judgment. However, I really have to thank this manufacturer. You've completely shattered my will. This utterly garbage KO product uses the gimmick of extreme alteration, is poorly designed, and has infuriated me. Therefore, I solemnly declare, do not waste your money on this model, even though it only sells for around 900 pesos on Shopee. Okay, that's all for today's rant. Please subscribe to my channel, like, and share. Next time, we will compare and review two recently popular electroplated, painted, and transparent Sazabi models. This will be my last review of the KO Sazabi and new Gundam. Please forgive me, and please stop sending me review requests. I really don't want to assemble these two products anymore.